Hey everyone, welcome back to Hawks Gaming. Last time, we witnessed the birth of the Triforce and the final battle between Hylia's chosen hero and the Demon King Demise. But the story doesn't end when the battle is won, because from the ashes of victory, a curse was born. Tonight, we journey into the moment when gods vanished, mortals inherited the earth, and an eternal hatred took root in the world's heart. This is where the cycle truly begins. This is the Fall of Demise. When gods fall silent, the world holds its breath. The battle that began in the heavens had ended in the dirt of the surface. Link had struck down Demise, and the ancient hatred that once threatened all creation. Zelda, reborn as the goddess Hylia in mortal form, had fulfilled her destiny, and for the first time since time began, the world belonged not to the gods, but to mortals. The people of Skyloft looked down at the land reborn, scarred, but full of promise. Hylia's plan had worked. The surface, once sealed away to protect them, was now free of divine war. One by one, the people began their descent. Builders, farmers, priests. They brought the wisdom of the skies to the soil below. The goddess's temple became their compass. The ruins of battle became their foundation. This was the dawn of a new age, one where man no longer looked up to the heavens for protection, but forward to a future they would shape with their own hands. But evil does not die. As Demise's body turned to ash, his hatred twisted and coiled through time itself. Before vanishing into the void, he spoke words that would curse the ages, that his malice would be reborn again and again in those who seek dominion over others. That hatred was not a ghost, it was a seed buried in the hearts of men. And though centuries would pass, its roots would reach every kingdom that dared to rise. Zelda and Link, goddess and hero, became the twin symbols of balance. When there was courage, there was hope. Where there was wisdom, there was mercy. And where there was power, there was temptation. Their story didn't end with victory. It became the pattern by which history would forever turn. Generations passed. The descendants of the Skyloft people spread across the surface, building homes where divine battles once raged. They built temples to honor Hylia and towns to honor her heroes. The goddess's name evolved from Hylia to Hyrule. Her chosen bloodline became the heart of a new kingdom. The royal family vowed to protect the Triforce, sealing it deep within the sacred realm. Their rule was not born of conquest, but of guardianship, an unspoken covenant between gods and men. Over time, memory faded. The hero of the skies, the one who brought peace, became a myth. His name was lost to language, his deeds buried beneath centuries of retelling. But legends have long shadows. His spirit lingered, sleeping within the blood of mortals, waiting for the call of courage. That is the secret truth of the Zelda saga, that courage is never extinguished. It only sleeps, waiting to awaken when the world needs it most. But peace is fragile. From the ashes of Demise's curse, darkness began to take shape. not as a monster this time, but as envy, as greed. The Triforce, once a divine gift, became the object of mortal desire. Men began to see not the balance it promised, but the power it held. The curse had found its new vessel, not as a beast this time, but in the hearts of men. And thus began the eternal cycle. When the shadow of power rises, the spirit of courage awakens, and wisdom guides them both. This is not just history, it's destiny repeating itself. The world would soon forget the gods, but not their design. Demise's final words were more than vengeance. They were prophecy. He swore that his hatred would never die, that it would be reborn endlessly in those who sought domination, that the blood of the goddess and the spirit of the hero would be bound forever as enemies, as balance. In that moment, fate itself was forged, an endless struggle written in the world's heartbeat. And at the center of it all, the blade, the master sword, born of divine flame, tempered by courage, and sealed with Hylia's blessing. It became more than a weapon. It became memory itself. Every time it sleeps, it dreams of heroes yet unborn. Every time it awakens, the spirit of Phi whispers again, "The world still needs you." Through every age, the sword stands watch. It remembers every battle, every hero, every promise kept. Centuries turned to millennia. Forests grew over the temples. The sky islands became legends, their names lost to time. The people forgot the goddess who saved them, but her spirit endured in stories, lullabies, and the faint shape of wings carved into stone. The Triforce, once an object of divine creation, became a myth, whispered at the edge of history. But myths, like seeds, only sleep until the right moment to bloom. And so the story of gods becomes the story of men. The cycle of light and shadow continues, rebirth after rebirth, curse after curse. Next time, we descend into a new age, a kingdom of small heroes and hidden wonders. Join me as we uncover the world of the Minish.
Listen